the ECI, the European Community, and I are international? I don't know. What could that be?
Actually, I think that European actions and policies and politics is quite complicated actually. So we try to make it easier to understand by giving some pedagogic or interactive informations.
How to communicate about a ECI, European Citizen Initiative. How can you build a European Citizen Initiative? What is important in campaigning? Who do you need to contact? How do you build a strong network? How do you get to know the important people?
You have to be very interested in talking to other people about that. If you just think you are right and the others are wrong, then the European Citizen Initiative is obviously a very wrong instrument, because this instrument will require that you and your friends and your partners will talk to many people. In fact, you need to reach at least 1 million in order to make this initiative successful. So you have to be a communicative, I would say, innovator and communicative initiator. So communication must be something you like. You have to think about that you would meet somebody who says to you, look, I have a very good idea and this is my proposal. Are you supporting that? Then you need, in a way, I mean, if you don't know this person from before, what is the credibility behind this person that he or she will make a good thing out of it? And you give your name, your identity for that. So in that way, of course, it's more than just buy it or not buy it. It's about convincing somebody else. And this is the whole beauty about this instrument. You need to convince others, not just because you are a nice guy, but because you have a good argument.
First of all, it was a meeting with friends in Cluny, in Bourgogne, in France. And we're organizing this summer school for years now, and we had the idea that we should promote more mobility for young Europeans. And we decided to promote it through the European Citizen Initiative. And as we were a group of people coming from, I don't know, maybe 15 countries at first, I mean, it was very easy to find people to promote this initiative. Broaden the financial for this kind of mobility, not only Erasmus but all the programs, and to conduct a serious study on how many people are moving in Europe, why, and what are the competencies they develop during this stay abroad. We did not think much about that before beginning, because otherwise I think you don't do these kind of crazy things. But as we were around 30 people from 24 countries now, we think that we have a broad network, and we already have 40 different NGOs supporting and 25 MEPs. So I think we will manage to find the financing for that. The main problem now is to secure the funding for collecting signatures for the internet system. But we are hoping to rely on the Commission, on the system from the Commission, because otherwise I think most of the EYC cannot work because many funding is needed for that. As for the communication campaign, we will rely on the existing NGOs, the network, and the social medias mainly. 3 countries are missing now: UK, Slovakia, and Sweden. So we are trying to find people from those countries, but the idea is to collect signatures in every country of the EU.
technically, we have heard a lot about the problems of the e-gathering problems, that you cannot gather yet online. And this is understandable because this is totally new. Nobody have ever used it before, so it will take time to develop that. But the main element of communication and of making this instrument well known will be the issues. If there is an issue which people really are concerned, if there is a problem which people say, we cannot do it like that anymore, and then you get this instrument, you get this initiative, now you can sign that, you can change the policies with this instrument, then I think people will get used to use it.
I would say that the specificity of our initiative is that we had from the beginning people coming from many countries. It was both a very good point but also a problem at point because we had to agree on the proposition with many people. But I think it's a good road to success because if you agree among 20 people, then it will be easier to contact NGOs and groups all over Europe and to present them an initiative that is already acceptable for them. So that would be my main recommendation.